All right. Welcome to another episode of the Purely Talk Podcast. I am your host, Mr. D.A.T., and this is my guy.
_Teals. Follow me for more clothing advice. You see, I got the vintage J Quick shirt on. Yes, I did order my
Oh, J Quick.
I'll be home soon.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I be feeling like a bad friend, cause I didn't support J Quick shirt, and it was $5 I think.
No, $10, man.
$10. I'm sorry.
Easy.
My bad. $10.
Easy.
T out here selling booty juice.
Booty juice.
Pause.
I wish I had some in my hand right now. He's about to talk to his wife, man. This is a quick commercial break. If you haven't, go over there to subscribe to the B.U.M _JUICE Booty Juice. Again, that's BOUTTE _JUICE Booty Juice to get your nice alcoholic beverage for you and your anyone. I'm gonna say that. You and anyone to chill. Again, it's BOUTTE _JUICE on Instagram. BOUTTE _JUICE on Instagram. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, good job, T. Shout out to you for holding us
It's
down
always
while
the
I took a
Hispanic
little break.
blacks, man.
No, let's not go there.
I'm not gonna say that.
Let's not
I'm
go
gonna
there.
put y'all all in one group.
T,
It's the foreign blacks.
Hey, let's not go there.
It's the foreign blacks.
You, my friend, were how many minutes late? This is the second episode in a row. How many minutes late were you?
Oh no.
No. Answer my question and then defend yourself.
No, wait.
It's 9:56.
I was in late.
It's 9:56. The man told me
I was late.
Between 8:30 and 9 o'clock. Got me sitting up here just diddling.
What you doing? Scratching your head? Yeah.
Basically.
You weren't doing that?
Basically. Because I got with you. Now my whole day regimen is gone now. Everything has been postponed an hour because of him, because he won't be late.
Hey, bro, when you a
See?
star,
Foreign black,
when
American
you a star, bro,
It's
it just
different.
happens to just like things start when you show up. I understand the regimen. I understand how it goes now. I understand like why back in the day they would say, okay, everyone be here for 9 o'clock, and the star looking be like 9 o'clock. Nah. I'm gonna be here for 9:30.
I ain't gonna lie.
10 o'clock.
Me answering the phone on live is crazy. Hello.
It is crazy. It's mad unprofessional. But again, go to Instagram and subscribe to or follow the Booty Juice page. It's BOU _JUICE BOUTTE _JUICE for more of the alcoholic beverages.
For more of your okay. Sorry. I got life is.
He had no reason.
I got some news this morning that wasn't the best, but we shall proceed with the show.
Would you like to share?
No, I can't share that.
You can't share the news. But you can throw me out for being late.
Well, because you do this often, and we had a whole argument last
I'm
episode.
black, I do it often?
Yes, Black American.
Can you show history?
Last episode, we literally discussed it in the last episode.
And we discussed that, and I told you they will never understand me being late if we never discuss it.
That's facts.
Now we're discussing it.
No, we discussed it last episode.
I'm not late. And technically, when I show up, that's when the time starts.
Look. That's why.
How you do it?
That's why whenever we get popping and we start doing contract, we're gonna put in the contract that if you late.
Oh, if we're gonna do that, then you gotta add a stipulation that the studio cannot be at your house. That way, you have to leave your home just like everyone else to show up on time.
See, that wouldn't be convenient for moi.
Oh, exactly. But that's the whole point of the contract stipulation. Nothing's technically convenient for anyone.
But that makes sense. No, but that makes sense.
The pay compensates why you would make sure this is a priority.
That makes sense. No, that makes sense. Because then, and I've also heard that you work better whenever you have somewhere to go rather than staying home. Because if you have to go somewhere, your mindset kind of adjusts. So even though you got to go somewhere, your mind doesn't adjust. You arrive the same way, and so it's crazy. So I guess it doesn't work for everybody. Not all of us.
The champ is here.
Oh my God!
Come on, man. Stop playing. Shorty, let your hair down. I'ma let the top down.
But I was saying, I haven't supported my boy, and I haven't supported.
Yes.
Man, hey man, my pockets is on featherweight right now. I'm talking lighter. What's lighter than a feather? What's lighter than and ant. What's lighter than light? What's lighter? Pockets is blessed now, because I'm still able to keep and maintain and you know, but
have
ain't got no extra to be giving out. Yeah.
And then not have,
Yes,
then
sir.
not have, and not have, and not have.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Name of the episode: Not Have. Not just that's
The not have.
Hey,
The not have nots.
how you been?
I'm good, bro.
Do you know do you remember we were supposed to meet up last Wednesday?
No.
We both messed that up.
No. And you know it's crazy. You usually do a great job of reminding me, like, hey, you're gonna be here, doing it. All right, yeah.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I was out.
Last week was one of them weeks where I just put my head down, paused, and I just thought I was just working.
Yeah.
I put the feet to the pavement, and
Good.
I worked my behind off, and I did what I had to do.
Good.
And I decided this is what we need to go into. When do you know you're getting old, and your mind needs to start telling your body, instead of when you're
Your
doing
body's
something,
telling
your
your
mind
mind,
says, yeah, I'm still that age to do what I used to do, and then your body reminds you, no, you're not. Because I was playing basketball.
There you go.
With my brother.
How old is your brother, first of all? It's
My
very
brother
important.
is 30 years old.
Oh, okay, so
I'm
both y'all old.
32.
Okay, that's not bad.
We're
Okay,
older.
That's not bad.
But for some reason, he
That's
has a better, I guess it's the 30 body frame. He can still go out there and put it together.
Okay.
Me, I stretched, I felt act properly,
Okay.
maybe, but turns out it wasn't,
Not
because
enough.
when I was done playing, my back is hurting and still hurting to this day. And being an everyday average American, a person, working American person, whatever you want to call it,
Yeah.
I have to go to work the next day.
Yes,
so
sir. In pain. Yeah.
Right now, I am in pain.
Yeah.
It's not for me to go to the doctor,
No.
because if you was at work and you got injured, you'll play this bad boy off as if you got shot by lightning. You know what I'm saying?
I know, move it. Don't call the ambulance.
You seen this? I did this here. I did this here. I did this here.
Yeah.
But the fact that I did it at my own time,
Yeah.
I gotta fight through it, and
Yeah.
I got to properly, rehab myself, my brother.
That is a part of adulting, bro.
Talk to me.
That I've been posting some videos based on adulting, and a part of adulting is being able to provide even when you don't feel like you want to be able. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
when you're a kid, I don't want to go to school, and if your mom is nice, you'd be like, you can stay home that day. You have that option. When you're an adult, you don't have the option to say, I'm not. When you're an adult male, women too, but we're speaking from the perspective of males and providers. When you're an adult male, you don't have the option to say, I'm gonna go in tomorrow. I ain't worried about work. I don't care how bad you feel.
Right.
I don't care how much your back hurts. How much you feel like you don't like your job or you hate your job. You gotta go. You got bills to pay, and you want to eat, don't you?
If not, they gonna label you a bum.
If not, they gonna label you. But
You're a bum.
Is it deserved? Is that label deserved?
I don't know your circumstance.
No. I'm saying.
I think context matters. So
And
if
the context I
don't-
just gave you is, I'm just saying nah. I don't feel like it.
Well, it depends,
I don't feel like it.
because again, context matters. It goes
I'm giving you the context.
Well, this is what I'm telling you. That's saying, but you're not giving me the full context, because that same person might have leave at their job. They can do whatever.
That's not.
They can do whatever. You can still be paid for that day. and
You
take
always
it off. Yes, it's irresponsible,
Gee.
but you're still living responsibly.
No, it's not irresponsible if you use a V-Day. If you use a vacation, it's not, because you're still getting paid. It's irresponsible to you to say nah and not. We're talking in the context of
No.
you're literally just saying, I don't feel like going to work today. You're not using a vacation. You ain't got no more vacations. You ain't got no more sick days. You ain't got no more
that's
leave
adding
days.
context.
You're just choosing to say, I'm done.
Okay.
I don't feel like going to work today.
Okay.
Now with context, should that person be labeled a bum?
I don't think you should be labeled a bum, because technically you're still working. You're just choosing not, after exhausting all your options, you're still choosing not to go to work. So technically you're not a bum, because you still have a job, you still work, you still have responsibilities that you're paying. But I would say you're lazy for that day. But you know what I'm saying? That's just me.
So, okay.
That makes sense. Because a bum is someone who doesn't want to work at all. Think about it. We're talking about a person that technically has a job, no matter what it is. They have a job, so that means you have responsibilities, and you're taking care of something as some sort, form, or fashion.
True.
So that's not a bump compared to you just being lazy for the day and you have exhausted all your options towards your needs.
Very true. Very true. Very true. You're not a bum, but you're a bum if you lose a job.
You're a bum if you decide. To me, this is my definition of a bum. You're a bum if you decide to take that laziness and make it a habit to where not only is it detrimental to oneself, it's detrimental to the responsibilities that you have around you. But if you have a child or anything else, is relying upon you. You're a bum. You know that you have responsibilities, financial obligations, or even if it's obligation where you must be there in present form, body, or fashion, something like that, and you're choosing not to. That's a bum. Because you're choosing to just let life pass you by and not take advantage of any opportunity.
Not taking any actions.
Right.
Okay.
Or stepping up to the plate to your responsibility. That's a bum.
Okay. To me, there is levels of bums.
No,
there is levels. I don't care.
This
obviously, this is the highest level of bum, right? Respectfully, because I'm not talking about people that are homeless, that didn't have that they just had a rough go at it and they just lost everything. I'm talking about that person. You kind of, that's a different conversation.
They still have opportunities.
Correct. So that's
so you're still a bum.
No, that's a different conversation.
But like you said, there are levels to it.
There's levels to it.
Okay.
If you're choosing, right, to not go into work because you don't feel like it, to me, that's a bum. A version of it. If you just wake up one day and be like, now,
even though you have a job,
granted, I've been a bum. Because it's been days where I'm like, I just don't feel like it.
That's just being lazy. That's not a bum.
You're right, because I use V-Days. I'm not just not getting paid for it. But
you're being lazy that day. You're technically just being lazy that day. You're not being a bum.
Okay.
You're not neglecting responsibilities. You're not neglecting the people that need you.
But
you're not. You're taking a day for yourself, which is needed for most people. That is one of the greatest things.
Well, I didn't get to finish.
Okay, go ahead. I apologize.
Go ahead.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying because that based alone, that's not a bum.
Well, you didn't let me finish.
Go ahead, but I'm just telling you, that's not a bum.
You didn't let me finish.
Okay, but the next, let me finish. No,
let me finish though.
You're about to go to the next tier.
No, I was still on that tier.
Okay,
I was just saying that I've also been a bum.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
So what I'm saying is,
that's not a bum.
There's been cases when you choose not to go to work, right, knowing you got a bill to pay, but you just be like, you just brush it off like, all right, it's gonna be all right. I'm gonna figure it out somehow, some way. That's being a bum. Because now your opportunity to make the money to pay for this situation, to pay for this bill or whatever the case might be, you're choosing to choose your comfort instead of going out and doing what you don't feel like doing because you have a bigger reason for doing it. That's a bum. Bro, you got a bill due next week. You got a mortgage due now. You got something due next week, and you choosing to choose your comfort and be like, nah, I don't want to go nowhere because I want to chill.
But
stay home.
Anyone with sense who decides to take a day like that, 9 times out of 10, they're not taking that day knowing that they got to pay their mortgage this upcoming.
My point stands. So if you do that, that's why I was saying, let me finish. If you do that, knowing that you have certain responsibilities coming up, you're a bum. That's my point. That person is a bum.
I disagree.
That person is a bum.
I disagree.
Because and that person is selfish. Because you're choosing
yourself or mentally drained, mentally
as an adult, you don't get too many of those.
As an adult, no.
As an adult, you don't. That's just what life is.
That's the problem.
That's just what life is.
90s babies, millennials, we were the transition, right? And that's the problem. Those people back then needed those days. Yes, you had to push forward, but there were still days that those days were needed. A mental day to just sit there, get yourself together because you are the provider. You are the household, the head of the snake. They cut you off, the body's gonna go move, but it's only gonna move for so long, right?
Right.
So this is what I'm saying. You need to sit back, reassess yourself on some days and say, you know what? Okay, I took care of this for the month, say the mortgage. Now, if you took it out and you know you have your light bills and all your utility bills and all that stuff due, and you need a day like that, bro, I advise people during that time, take those days off. Because 9 times out of 10, you're going to be able to afford your abilities even with taking a couple of days off. Don't do that to yourself, bro. You need yourself in order to provide for yourself and everyone else around you.
True.
So if you can't care for yourself, what are you doing? Come on, bro. You tripping. As an adult, you need to take you to. Yes, I agree. You should limit those days, but don't limit it to a point where, oh, I'm gonna do it 5 times out of the year. Nigga, there's 365 days out the year.
Well, I only get 15 days off. 20. I only get 20 days off a year.
For real?
How many days vacation? I get my regular off days.
Well, I hate to speak on it, but just being real, I kind of love it. I get sick annual and I get FMLA days because of me being a single father.
No, I get annual too. How many days total do you get? Or does it keep growing or something?
Well, if I don't use it, it keeps growing.
It overlaps.
Yeah. So like right now, currently, I hate to speak on it. But I probably got like 4 months of sick leave and then probably 2 months of annual.
Nah, see, that's good.
Probably like what? Maybe like.
Wait. Okay. So because
like 200 some hours.
When I say I have sick days, or like I got 3 weeks, that they only count Monday to Friday. That's
day I gotta work. Baby.
So you can literally, not to say that you would, but you can literally just put in a whole month of vacation. You got that much to wait.
If my supervisor accepted, yeah, I can literally put in a whole month of straight leave if I want to.
Dang. Shout out to you.
Yeah. So
At my job,
that's how you get your butt up and go to work, and you fight through it.
See, but why do I argue with Ty when Ty always comes around to the point I was trying to make?
No.
Bro,
no.
I'm saying that as an adult, you gotta fight through it.
You gotta fight through it.
I'm saying you
fight through it during that period. You know you gotta pay your biggest. Say for example, most people they gotta do their mortgage or their rent, right? So you fight through it during those 2 weeks. Once you pay that under month, and you got your your utilities, and you know that. Man, bro, take you a day off or so after your off day. Set that stuff up to where you can mentally reset and get back to it. Don't be like this fool who think he's a robot and he's not.
No,
you're not a robot.
I'm not a robot. I make. That's why. But that's why I said I'm not biased or a hypocrite. I say I've been a bum.
You're not a bum.
But what I'm saying is,
took a day to yourself to reset.
But I started by saying there's categories. There is levels to it.
Let's call it. Let's fun an acronym. BUM. Let's give it a new connotation. The BUM is being under mentally. That's what we're gonna call it.
That's fire. That's fire.
All right, so that's fire. Now I can live with you saying the word bum. Other than that, I couldn't.
So when do we use the bum, the real bum word for bums? What is?
Well, the first level you described, that's being under mentally. That's bum.
Okay.
Like the other word can probably take. Let me hear the next 2 tiers.
Next tier is you can't keep a steady job. I think you're a bum. If you can't keep a steady job because of choices you keep making, I think you're a bum.
Okay, agreed.
Because I feel like you're not being disciplined enough, or you're not making the right decisions. And I feel like, back to being an adult, at a certain age, we can't keep looking at you like a kid. Like, oh, right. keep getting up, you got another one. At a certain age, that little encouragement type of stuff, it gotta stop. Because now I'm just seeing that you're making these choices. You're making them on purpose, or you're just making them. So at a certain point, the encouragement is now becoming a handicap. Because you're saying, every time I fall, oh, they're going to pick me up, and now I'm just up again, and I fall, after a certain, I'm going to leave you on the floor now. That's a bump. That's tier 2. You're a bump.
Okay.
Can't keep a job.
Only point I disagree on is
the encouragement.
The encouragement part. I feel like even if people, child, man, woman,
child is different.
Child, man, woman, or indifferent.
Child is different.
Or indifferent.
Child is different.
We should always encourage one another to get back on that high horse. But I agree when you brought up the point of handicapping people to the point where they continue to make the same mistake and knowing that, well, if I do this, everybody hates Chris. My husband has 2 jobs. I don't need this, you know what I'm saying? If you keep handicapped to the point where, you allow them to make that decision every time, then yeah, okay, fine.
Okay.
You got it.
And then the third bum,
Being
is-
under mental.
No, the first one is being under mentally. We just said that. We started that level. That's the level. You know, 1, and there's 2. You can't keep a job. You get a job, but you can't keep it. And third,
Something got to be wrong with you mentally if you just continue.
you're just giving this. You're
What's the third tier?
You're excusing everybody.
I'm not
Bro,
excusing
accountability
everybody.
is important.
But no,
Accountability is important.
Agreed,
What are
but
you
you
talking
just
about?
can't sit here and say something's not mentally wrong with the person who's either handicapping the person or the person that's being
No!
handicapped.
The person
Something's
that's
mentally wrong with you if you want another man or woman to spoon feed you for the rest of your life.
Bro,
Something's wrong with you.
No, because that once again gives it an excuse, gives that person a reason. Oh, so that means I'm mentally sick, or I'm mentally I have a mental what this. Bro, no, you don't. You're just you are choosing to continually mess up, bro. You can't.
Don't you think something's mentally wrong with that person?
No.
If you're choosing to mentally mess up every time, something's mentally wrong with that person, bro.
Nah.
What's the third tier?
Disagree.
What's the third tier?
I don't want to consider them this, but you said it. People that are just they don't have a job at all.
Neglect.
Yeah, they're just
So everything about being a bum is based upon someone having an income with you.
No, because
every tier you said, everything you said was, you started with no job.
Started with
keep a job.
No. See, there you go.
No. I'm just saying.
We start with a job, but you choose every now and then not to go. Then you can't keep a job, and then you just don't have a job. Yeah, because the term bum came from someone that just is bumming off of people. Like you're just Actually, let me see what the bum because beach bum is someone who's always on the beach,
right,
and doesn't do nothing else but be on the beach.
Right.
So if you take away the beach, it's just a bum, someone who's just always on the streets, just doing nothing.
A street bum.
Exactly.
Right.
So,
but if you have a job and you choose to take a day off, how is you being a bum? You have your own.
I already told you why.
We should agree that that's just being lazy. That's why I said it.
Look, a person who avoids work, talk about mental health days. Don't get me, look, I'm being a little extra. I understand mental health days. I get mental health days.
No, you don't.
My thing was with him, what I said with context is, if you have responsibilities to attend to, and you choose your, I don't feel like going to work today, so I'm gonna just stay home and chill out and watch TV. To me, that's a bum because you're avoiding work. You know you have responsibilities. Why are you avoiding? And what's worse is, if you avoid the work, then you're short. Then you call somebody to give you some money. That's crazy.
No, like that.
Wait, a person who avoids work and sponges on others, loafer, idler, a tramp, hobo, a derelict, informal, and enthusiast.
So whores are bums? Whores are making money.
Tramp. Where you got whore from?
Tramp. Tramp is a whore.
No, man. Tramp isn't a whore.
What is a tramp?
Lady in the Tramp is the dog. The dog that died in the movie.
Yeah, the tramp was a whore.
Tramp. To tread or walk with a that's not
tread or walk, huh? Walk.
Context Ty talking about.
Bring it here. 250.
A sexually promiscuous woman, prostitute. Okay. Yeah.
A tramp, a whore. Yeah. She's a whore.
Okay. Well,
man, why does man act like I am not verbally like an assassin?
Because you barely graduated college.
Wow.
Says the dude that did it.
Right. I graduated college.
Shout out to T, man. Shout out to T.
Thank you.
T.
But
that's
what we are.
Yeah, we cool. We cool. It's all jokes.
Like I was saying.
It's 3 levels. Do you agree with my 3 levels? Do my 3 levels make sense?
Your 3 levels make sense to a degree. I say to a degree. You got me thinking of my degree.
Yeah.
But to a degree, yeah. But and like to say that a person who decides to take a mental day. No, but
I took it back. I told you at the end. I was like, I get the mental day. I get it. Then I gave more context. Someone who has responsibility.
So there's only 2 tiers then.
No, because you can be a bum with a job. I feel. which I just went down with more context. Like, if you have a bunch of bills, but you're choosing yourself, or maybe that's not a bum. Maybe that's a selfish. Maybe it's just selfish. I'm gonna change it. That person is selfish. That person, and I feel like as an adult, you can't afford to be selfish when you have responsibilities. I don't care.
See, I agree.
So why you keep going to work if your back hurt?
Why I keep going to work if my back hurt? Because I'm the one that caused my back pain.
And that's accountability.
In my job, no, yeah, because I did that.
I know.
But if I went to work and I say I got, and I picked up on something and that hurt my back,
of course, duh.
I'm gonna blame the job.
Of course.
And what they gonna do? They gonna let me sit at home and get paid while I sit at home.
Yes, that's not a bum. You hurt yourself.
That's bummish because I know
I can fight. What a oh my!
That's bummish.
How?
That's bummish.
How? You're hurt.
No, because you're under mentally. Matter of fact, that's bumpish.
You're hurt.
That's bumpish.
You're hurt.
That's being under.
How is that a bum? So me choosing not to go to work is not a bum, but me getting hurt.
Don't take words. I said buck. Being under physically.
I changed the acronym. You choosing.
Push the goalpost, baby.
Always. I'm not even gonna follow it because at this point I've had enough.
Push the goalpost, bro.
I've had enough. Hey, what did you hear the Wayne album?
Honestly, bro, I didn't. I wanted to, but I was I think the same day it dropped, I was watching NBA Finals, and that's the only thing that's been on my mind is the NBA Finals. I ain't gonna lie. So it's like I haven't heard it, but I've heard like some people try to complain about one bad song. So you tell me before I go listen to it when I leave out here.
I don't want to sway you right or left.
You're not gonna sway me. He's the greatest rapper of all time. I'm gonna go listen to it regardless. I don't care what you think. I don't care what you think. Be honest.
I don't think that's debatable. Like I think you.
Be honest.
If I can talk, I would.
Yeah, but you trying to say I'm not gonna. He's the GOAT. There's nobody better. There's nobody that's gonna ever be better. So be straight. So spit.
What I'm saying is, no one has ever argued Wayne's capability to rap.
Mm-hmm. I'm waiting for you to say something derogatory.
But at this point, I'm realizing Wayne isn't gonna change.
Keep going.
At this point, I feel like Wayne is just going to be the best rapper, and that's it.
Oh, okay.
In other words, he's not gonna evolve. I think he's stunted. I feel
what you mean? Didn't you hear the Rock album?
He's no. I'm talking about in rap. I don't know. Cause I know I did not listen to the Rock album.
I didn't hear the Carter 6 yet. I'm gonna go listen to it when I leave.
Wayne is amazing at putting words together.
Yes.
But the other stuff that requires for you to be great all around, he's missing it. And you gotta think about this. We grew up with Wayne, so whenever he was just rapping a bunch of words together, and he's great with the metaphors, great with the double entendres, great with the quadruple entendres, and great with just putting words together around, like he's good at, like Eminem.
Okay.
But at a certain point, we have grown with you. I'm not 18, 17 no more, so Weezy F Baby and the F is for whatever, fantastic. It doesn't blow me away anymore at 32.
It's not supposed to blow you away. It's an intro.
No, but I'm saying that was my example of what might have blown me away at 17, 16 because my mind wasn't developed yet. At 32, with bills, responsibility as an adult, and trying to like evolve, he's not giving me that. So I feel like Wayne just stayed at that level but he rapping. Immaculate.
Wait.
Rapping
that's
immaculate.
But that's the thing that the Weezy F Baby and the F is for fantastic or phenomenal, whatever you want to call it. It's not the how they do mother is Weezy Baby nigga snitching and I got it tucked in. You know, it ain't the listen close, I got duct tape and rope, I leave you missing. Like it ain't none of that. It ain't none of these hold on, wait. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm confused.
That's what I'm saying. No, because this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
And I'm so biased.
We can tell. We know.
I'm so biased.
We know.
Is the greatest rapper.
You said that already.
I just want you to know.
No, you said it already.
Is the greatest greatest rapper
Yeah, we heard you.
of all time.
We heard you. What else?
You hear me?
What else?
I don't care if he put out a Kanye song saying "Poopity scoop, scoopity poop." You know what I'm gonna tell you? Man, that song fire as a mother.
I believe you.
Because that's the greatest rap of all time.
Yeah.
So if he put together a scoopity poopity scoop, I know that it was fire.
And see, and that's where I feel like
I don't
you lose
believe
the argument.
What grade would you give the Carter 6?
Out of 10,
I need 3 grades. No, I need 3 grades.
like A, B,
I need an A, B,
or-
a C. I need a 5-star 1 through 5 rate, and I need would I re-listen to it?
would I listen to it? No. A, B, or C. C plus. And what else? And 5-star. 2.5, 3.
Ah! Look at my back,
Bro, I'm telling you, like,
look at my back hurt.
what I'm saying is, but that's just from my perspective.
Yeah.
Other people might hear it because on the internet I saw very divided. I saw very like no, and other people that said yes. For me personally, like I said, he's rapping, but we know you can rap. We know you can blend. We know you can do stuff with words that we haven't seen before. We know this, but it's almost like we need more, dog, because we've heard that since he's not making songs.
What
Wait,
were you
listen. He's not making songs. He's making freestyles. It's like, and I'm not trying to hear that all day for a whole album. He's not making songs,
What
bro.
were you expecting other than a lyrical assassin?
Content, something. I know you kill bodies. I know you're blood. I know you F a lot of girls. I know you got a lot of money. We heard. We know this. And
Smoke a lot of weed.
and we smoke weed, and we know you
I'm
do.
just-
We know that already. Give me more. I want more for me. Now, other people, bam, go ahead. Cause to me,
hold on.
Wayne has not
Hold on.
surpassed Carter 3.
Hold on.
Carter 3 was, but I understand people will say that that's for the mainstream,
This
and
man-
Carter 2 was more for like real rappers.
This man is the greatest
You
lyricist.
keep saying that. That's my point. That's all y'all got.
Time. So why would you go listen
Mm-hmm.
and not expect him to cut your ear blades or your ears with blades that just you be like, it's Weezy. Like he's gonna
Ty.
spit. It's Weezy.
Ty, quote, or tell me a song from Carter 5 that you listen to today.
Blunt blowing. Polo drawers showing. I don't give a lovely mother. Hey, y'all remind me of some songs. Yeah.
I don't gotta remind you
Teeth
nothing.
growing. I'm on my
Carter
and you don't need a bus pass for me to bust your. And stunner, I got him. I'm back on them just all about my riches. My name should be Richard. Cut the bulls.
My point exactly. That's not on Carter 5.
What's on the Carter 5?
That's my point.
Listen,
Like,
no.
no, mister. I'm a no.
Yeah.
My point stands.
The man so much music, bro.
My point stands. Carter 3, and I probably give it because I think Blum Blow. I think Carter 4 had Blum Blow. I think so. So that's my point. But shout out to Wayne, dog.
Hold on. Give me a song.
He had a couple of songs. He had Mona Lisa on there.
Mona Lisa, come on now, bro. I'm just not thinking, bro.
Uproar.
That's a hit.
Yeah, Uproar.
I don't listen to Uproar. That song kind of.
Don't Cry.
Don't Cry. No, that song.
Dedicate.
Dedicating. Yeah.
Let It Fly.
Come on, I used to listen
Can't
to song.
Be Broken.
Get out of here.
Dark Side of the Moon.
What's that song? They got. Keep going.
What About Me? Open Letter. Famous. Problems. Dope Niggas Hit Us. Took His Time.
Yeah, took his time. Yeah.
Start This Ish Off Right. Demon Mess. Dope New Gospel. Perfect Strangers Used To. Let It All Work Out.
Let it all work out. Yeah, come on, bro. You got hits on there. Chill out.
Guys, stop.
Chill out, bro.
Stop.
I just couldn't remember.
Your biasness.
Bro.
Your biasness is blinding.
Bro, this one
your
I'm telling
biasness is blinding you to the point to where you are making people
No.
come to my side.
No.
Because whenever you're so biased that you can't say,
You're not allowing-
that wasn't good.
You're not allowing
Whenever
me
you're
to
that
be
biased,
human. You're just not allowing me.
no,
to be
you're
human.
not being you're being no. What I'm saying is, allow your
I
bias.
told you I was being biased. No,
I know.
I let you speak.
Okay,
This man is the greatest lyricist.
you keep saying
of
the
all
same
time.
thing. Give us something else. What is your argument? Give us something
My
else.
argument on the Carter 5 thing is that you cannot hold me at fault because, like I said, when you started naming something like the Mona Lisa, yeah, I'm like, okay, yeah. But I just wasn't thinking about which album it was on.
No, because what my
And the thing about it, the way a lot of songs are structured and the way streaming is, you really don't look at where a lot of songs. I could have told you a song that was on Take Care and could have been for All the Dogs or whatever. Like, that's how it is. I just like certain songs. You don't just sit back and listen to a whole album anymore.
What I'm saying is,
Like what I'm about to do with Lil Wayne.
you keep
I love you, Weezy. Yo.
That's crazy.
Hey, Weezy, when we come back, I'm gonna have a new partner in his house.
His studio, he
gonna
won't
be
be allowed.
producing it.
That's crazy.
We bring
hey,
Hank back.
my only point with that was like
Yeah.
you keep quoting a lot of old Wayne, which was my point. That was the greatest Wayne, and I'm not changing my perspective. Wayne can still rap today, right now,
Of course.
dropping fire. He is him. All I'm saying is album, because you also know, and please be honest about this.
Okay.
We have an expectation when it comes to the Carters because it's such a acclaimed body of work.
It
Yes
is.
or no?
It is.
1, 2, 3. I give it 4.
After
Four was four had something.
after 3 is really like
It goes downhill, but I'm saying, but 4, yeah, because we know 3. Yeah, we know 3 peaked it, but I mean 4 still had. But I'm saying like
4 and 5. 4 and 5. Was
They were
still,
okay.
Come on now, you just ringed off Mona Lisa, let it all work
They don't
out.
play them. They don't.
Those
songs don't
gospel. You're like, bro, sorry, them songs still got replayability.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do, bro. Mona Lisa
maybe
with Kendrick.
Oh, well, what that mean?
That song go hard. Are you serious?
When the last time you listened to Mona Lisa?
I want to say probably maybe a month ago. Recent.
Ty gets
I
on
listened
this
recent.
podcast and just lies. I don't understand. He gets
I
on.
listened to the song
he
probably
gets
a month
on.
ago.
Does your phone show recently played?
What song? Yeah. No.
Yeah. No, he didn't even try to check. Of course, it got recently played because every phone got
No.
YouTube
See,
got it. Spotify got it.
Where does
Apple
YouTube has recently played?
You got YouTube Music. You said right?
No. I go to YouTube to listen to music. So you don't be listening.
No, go. And recently, it shows you everything
A
you
month
played
ago.
recently. It
So
goes
you wanna
back.
check my search engine?
I want to see if you really be playing Wayne as much as you say you playing Wayne. You talk, back it up. Look, it says history right there. Look, history. You can see the history, and it says view all. It says view all, and you can say search. Look. Search, watch history. You type whatever, and then it'll pop up. Now let me see Mona Lisa, and I want to see. Please, sir.
I gotta do everything.
Please, sir. I need, because you lied.
I gotta do everything for this nigga, man.
Lil Wayne, Mona Lisa.
Alright, give my shit.
March
Give my shit. I told this man. He be trying to play on me. I told you, boy. I listen to Weezy.
March 1st, Daddy.
I listen to Weezy.
March 1st. Okay, you wasn't lying.
I listen to it.
Hey,
T out here. T wanna lie.
Ty
T
lied
wanna
so
lie.
much you gotta question him. You gotta question him. You gotta question him. He lied too
Let me
much.
tell you this. Then he like to put me out on the pod as racist.
He very racist. We know
Everybody
that.
said-
We already know that. Who is
This man
Ty?
had the thing talking about he was playing with sticks. That came out of
Racist.
context.
He right, but you said it. I'm
I
I'm posting
saw it on
clips.
National Geographic.
That man crazy. I'm posting clips that he said.
No, I'm joking. No, nigga, Weezy. That's what I'm talking about.
Not the Weezy. I mean, listen to the album. Let me know what you think about it. We can discuss it next time.
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna tell you it's like, I'm gonna be honest, it's gonna be a B or better. Just because I know he's a lyricist, so I know I'm gonna hear some stuff.
But it's also like, okay, like I'm not gonna lie, like the first 5, 6 songs, you think he's gonna keep it there, but then about 9, 8, he
How many
switches.
songs
He
are
switches it like 21 or something like that.
That's my thing. Y'all be doing too much.
And Wayne still doing the old school way. Songs is 4 minutes long, 3 minutes long. Some songs that I felt he could have cut short. Like sometimes he repeated the hook at the end,
Boss
too,
man
too,
DHE.
too long. And it's like, it's too much.
Boss
Nah,
man DHE.
nah, bro. To your point, we're in a different time. We're in a different era. But I mean, Wayne is legacy. So
crazy.
how much you think he gonna sell?
If you, I don't know.
I know you don't know. I'm asking. No.
But I'm gonna say this,
man.
If
Dude,
you-
answer my question first. How you gonna just get my question? We're doing a podcast. We're trying to
Lil
entertain
Wayne's
people.
going to sell 1 million units. You asked me a question.
Can you be serious?
How do you get upset when I answer the
Can you be
question?
serious?
You asked me a question. How do you get upset when I answer the question?
Because you know that's not realistic. You haven't
How
even
is that
heard
not
it.
realistic? Hasn't he sold 1 million units in the first week before?
When was that?
That was Carter 3.
What? I'm sorry. Let me elaborate. Let me be more specific. What year was that?
Probably what, 11, 12?
Thank you. No. Carter 3 did not come out between 2009 or something, 2008, huh?
See, that's what I'm telling you. You was asking me about the Carter 5. I'm messing it up now because
What I'm saying,
I don't be knowing all the
saying,
time.
what
I know
other-
he's the greatest lyricist. You put on a song, but you start rapping.
what other rapper?
Play a Lil Wayne song, but you start rapping.
What other?
Play a Lil Wayne
No,
song.
I'm gonna get flagged on YouTube, man.
All right.
What other rapper has sold 1 million copies in the past? I'll probably even say 10 years in the first week. What other what rapper has done that?
Didn't your boy Kendrick just
No rapper has done it. The closest they got was Drake, and I think he was like 900. Or it was like 700.
Is Drake Lil Wayne?
Sad to say, no, he's bigger. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? That's crazy.
That's
Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh,
That's
wow. Wow. That's crazy.
That's
That was crazy.
crazy.
That was crazy. Yes. Don't get silent on that one.
Wow. Like Diddy, I walked you into that one.
That's crazy. No, I gotta think about
You
it.
heard the thing about Diddy? I was listening to Vlad, and he was talking to the guy, the Punisher, who was
I saw that, but I didn't watch it.
man, I watched the video, man, and he was talking about how she'll say, "Oh, this is her husband," and he'll, come into a room with like a mask on, like some
Oh
kind
yeah,
of
yeah,
mask
yeah,
on.
yeah, yeah. I heard that.
And
I heard
like,
that.
he'll start pounding cats out, like, and then like after he'll climax, they'll leave and go into another room, and that's when she sit on the stand, she was rubbing the ball on his chest, like,
ejaculation on the
is that gay? That's gay.
I think it's gay.
That's gay.
I think it's gay.
That's
No, I'm not gonna argue. Now, I've heard the other side where people were saying that's not gay, because just because you like freaky stuff, that specifically doesn't make you gay. Because it's not like you having any contact with another man.
You're contacting his sperm.
But I'm with you. We're not homophobic here. We love. Well, do we love?
No, you ask me. You don't.
I'm asking you. Why you laughing? Why you smiling? Why you smiling?
I have gay people in my family.
I know gay. Do I got gay people in my family?
Wow. So yeah, that's
I'm
gotta be
not,
racist.
I'm not homophobic. But no, I don't know, bro. It's
No.
I think it's gay. But should I?
I think it's gay. But
Y'all
you ain't gotta be
do what y'all-
homophobic to determine what you think is gay or not. Don't let people.
The internet.
I don't care.
I understand you don't care, but what I'm saying is they do.
They can come at me with all. Oh, they can.
Wow.
They can.
Wow. Pause. Because they will call you. That's crazy.
Yeah, they can do whatever they gotta do. All I'm gonna say is, I know. Get your hands off me. Hey, that Jamie Foxx, get your hands off of me. But they can do what they gotta do. I am not. Look, just because I'm not in that lane does not mean that I can't determine what I feel is or is not in that lane.
Yeah. Let me say.
They can determine what they feel is or is not in our lane.
Let me save you real quick. Shout out to Wayne though. He had both of his sons on this album. The Lauren London kids or kid. One is Lauren London, the other one is somebody that was one song was good and the other song wasn't for me. It was because it was more Lil Uzi
Wow,
vibe.
you criticizing the kids? You really something else, bro. You
I'm
criticizing
popular
the
today,
kids?
ain't it?
You criticizing the kids, bro. That's crazy.
No, I ain't criticizing. I'm
He's
using
a
the song.
kid, bro.
The song. I think he's like 18 or something.
These are kids, bro.
Hey, I got a question for you.
That's crazy. These little kids trying
Yesterday
to
I
dream.
was laying in bed this morning. Speaking of adulting, right?
Yeah.
And I was thinking like, is it wise for parents to protect their kids from the struggles of life?
What struggles?
And let me go deeper. So now, like, when you might be struggling with a bill, you might be struggling with something, you might be struggling with whatever you might be struggling that isn't kids' business, but you might be
struggling with stuff like that.
T, can you please, for goodness sakes, have an entertaining podcast? Stop being that person.
I know, but I be feeling
Stop.
like if you
No,
allow people
no,
to put that on you,
no,
you allow
no.
people to manifest that on you.
No, I'm not
so
manifesting
let's
nothing.
give a third person and let's give. So let's say Johnny is having.
Bro, I was
Use Johnny, nigga. Use Johnny.
This man's.
Don't use me.
Did I use you?
Yes.
I didn't.
You were
use
saying say if you. No, say
No,
if Johnny.
no.
Say use Johnny.
I said, do you think we
Well.
humans?
No, don't use me. Use
adults,
Johnny. Do you think Johnny?
Okay,
Can we agree to use Johnny?
let's use Johnny.
Okay, thank
Let's
you.
use Johnny.
Thank you.
Do you think Johnny
Thank you.
should protect his kids from the realities, or should you think he should open that window a little bit so that they can peek in and see, so whenever that time comes for them, it doesn't hit them as hard? Or should you protect them because the safety, like kids should be kids, and they should not have that worry until it's time to have that worry? What side do you think Johnny, what would you think Johnny should do? Should he protect them, or should he just let, hey, be honest with him, hey man, this is what life is, and blah blah blah, and this.
That's a great That's a great question, honestly. But in my opinion, for me personally, see, I did that.
So you're annoying. That's what you are frustrating. You are just like
But for me personally, like I'm not gonna concern my daughter with any like adult issues like we talked about earlier. I'm going to make sure I go to work to acquire everything that we need and more. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just me. But I think you should awareness and allowing them to go through that reality is like, you know what I'm saying, it's, you know, something else. Like you should allow them to be aware of what's going on around them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Allow them to understand what's going on, how the world works, how things are happening, and how things, you know, how you can make things work for yourself. You know, and then, because understand that it don't matter how much money you have or how much money you don't have, you can never fully, how can I say this? You can never fully cushion the blow of something that can happen to somebody. Like, for example, if a student goes through something and like they've been working so hard and they run into a tough class and this class gives them a F or something and they fail that class, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can be like, hey, bro, look, at least you have till next semester to take it. But to that person, it's like, I'm supposed to be done now. You know, you're not in that. I can't tell you how to react and how to feel, but I can try to soften that blow and let you know that, hey, you may feel like this now, but emotions are temporary, and that you will have, and that understand that you can have another laugh at this. You know what I mean? Do not measure yourself on what others think. Put yourself on a measure of what you feel will get you to your destination of where you see yourself in life. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Don't ever feel that, you know, wherever you land is you falling short. No, it's where you're starting. That's what I would try. But yeah,
Do you think?
if that answers you.
Would you or would Johnny have wanted to known when his parents were struggling?
Honestly, I wouldn't let your kids know, man. I think your kids should try to, in my opinion, I think Johnny should allow his kids to
No.
shoot for the moon
No.
and land on the stars. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, let's shoot for the stars, land on the moon.
I'm saying I'm done with this Johnny thing. T. I'm just don't take it to self. It doesn't make sense. Would you have wanted to know?
If my mom was struggling, man,
Yeah.
you gonna know.
No.
Yeah, I knew. My mama didn't have to tell me she was struggling. I knew.
Okay, but
You feel what I'm saying?
these kids nowadays don't know because we do a good job at.
Nah, these kids know.
No, they don't.
But they know.
No, they don't.
Because, and like I said, these kids know. Because, think about it. Some kids really have parents that have, bro. Like, even me growing up, bro, I know I got partners who, like,
Yeah, well,
they got, like, they got.
get around people that do have, but I'm saying
Yes,
so no.
that's what going to school and being in that melting pot, you know what I'm saying, and establishing your level on the food chain is what's going to do. You're gonna be around kids. You're gonna make friends with kids. You're gonna see kids that you ain't gonna like that, or that's gonna like you, that gonna have money, that's not gonna have money. That parents, when they go to get the shoes, they don't get shoes once every year. They may get shoes twice a year. They may get 3 shoes at a time. They may cop a pair of shoes every month. Or different clothes, and they may go out to a social event. They're dressed to the nines. They're dressed like this. You're gonna always find yourself on that. That's why I'm telling you that, Johnny. Like, don't tell you, like, you can soften them a little, but like, let them know about the reality. Like, hey, we're like, but don't tell them, hey, I'm struggling. Like, no, dream big, but hey, look, you gonna go through some stuff sometime. You feel what I'm saying? That's what you should prepare their mind for.
I think you should tell them.
No, don't tell them you're struggling. You figure it out. That's not their
I
problem.
don't let you talk. I don't let you talk about football.
My bad, but that's not their problem.
Well, let me finish my thought and then disagree.
My bad. Okay, go ahead. All right, you're right.
I think they should know. I think they should know, to your point.
No!
They should be aware. Mommy, why can't we get McDonald's? Well, baby, right now, money is tight, and I gotta.
Why would you say all that? You can just say you got McDonald's money.
My thought. But that goes back to how we were raised differently, and we don't want to keep that same thing moving forward. We don't want to continue the cycle of what we thought or what we feel as wasn't great parenting. Now, granted, our parents were doing the best they could, but us with more information, we should do better. So instead of my mom saying, "Do you have enough money?" making me feel the type of way, let me tell you why we can. I'm not gonna tell you, "Oh, I only got $2 in the bank account," but I'm gonna tell you right now I can't because the money has to go right here. Okay, baby. Hopefully my kid understands. Probably won't, because she's a kid and is going through a tantrum. But after a while, she's going to understand when mommy says we can right now, it's because of this. If we can, that means we're good. But you're giving her the awareness that life ain't always about you getting it when you want to, or you're getting everything you want. Because that's not how life works. But I also feel like you have to have that conversation with your kids, so that they grow up to be productive adults in society rather than unproductive. Not to say the other way doesn't work, but let's try it this way now, because we already know this way.
This is what I'm telling you though, like, you shifted, that's a different shift right there.
I did not shift.
No. Like, McDonald's, not having McDonald's money compared to, well, you kind of stayed on course, but still, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not my child's job to pay the lights. It's not my child's job to keep the water on. It's not my child's job to keep a roof over our heads. It's my job.
Correct.
It's our job as their parents.
Yes.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I'm not gonna go to my child and make them aware.
That?
No, that's what you're basically saying. Why we can't stop to get Mommy, why we can't stop to get McDonald's?
I'm gonna tell you why.
Well, right now we have to go ahead and pay the light bill, so the light bill got to do this, and now I can't pay the light, so we got to go home and and it's like, you don't have to say, look, this what I'm saying, this what I'm telling you. You don't have to say all that.
Why not?
You know what you can do? You know what I'm saying?
What?
You can do old school.
No.
We ain't got McDonald's money.
They ain't doing that. I just told you why.
Or, you can say, you know what? It's called sacrificing. It's called taking from oneself so that others can have. Right? So I would stop and I give my child something. Woo the woo. And then at the same time, look. And then look, I'm one of them people. You talking about playing with their, like, I can say playing with their mind, but showing them that they can't have, no. It's about showing them that they can't have it every time. When we pass, every time, oh, didn't I just get you McDonald's a couple of things ago? Hey, you gotta be appreciative.
Manipulating. That's my point. So you rather manipulate your kid, and you are because now you're throwing it in their face that didn't I get you McDonald's the other day?
But they throwing it in my face. Mama, Daddy, can I get McDonald's?
Who's the adult? Who's the adult?
Hey.
Who is the I got him on the back. Answer my question. I got him. Who is the adult?
Can I answer?
Who is the directly?
Can I answer?
Directly.
I am the
well, okay.
So I dictate what happens, right?
Thank you.
So I dictate how I want to handle it, right? So
I got him on. I got him on the road, baby. I got him on the road, baby. Got me spitting. I got him on the ropes. What we talking about?
I don't say you got me on the ropes.
You manipulating the kid.
I'm not manipulating the kid.
You are.
You manipulating the kid. kid by trying to say we ain't got no money.
I'm being honest. How am I manipulating you? I'm not lying to you. I'm telling you the truth.
Because you're making them feel bad for asking for an outside source. And all you got to do is just... And only thing he had to do was just...
What did he just say?
Only thing he had to do was just sacrifice from himself to give to that kid. That's all he had to do.
Now my turn.
Nah.
He said he just...
And when you have kids,
you don't talk to me.
When you have kids, you don't think for yourself.
You gonna talk me.
You gotta really put yourself last and let that kid have a great outlook on life, so that when that kid grows up, they can shoot for Pluto and land on whichever planet comes before, or they might actually make it to that mug. You dig what I'm saying? Like I said, allow these kids to have whatever they need.
He was about to say what?
And one.
This is my point.
And one.
This is my point. He said
he's a horrible
uncle.
Man crazy.
This man, I lost my train. I had him on the. Oh my God, boy! I can't believe I whooped you. I got you like that, bro.
When they play this back, they gonna see I got you.
He said.
You got tired, George.
He said he gonna tell the kid, right? He gonna sacrifice himself, right, to give to the kid, right?
And don't make come back around.
Wait. And he's not gonna make the kid feel guilty about it, because why make the kid feel guilty? Now. He followed up by saying, and I'm condensing. He followed it up by saying, every time we drive past McDonald's, right, and the kid sees it and asks, he's gonna say, "Didn't I get you?" So what are you doing? So what are you doing then? You're also making the kid feel guilty.
No,
let me finish. Let me get it out.
No, because you're
let me get it out. You're making
them aware. Use the word aware.
You're not. It's not aware. You're guilting them.
No,
you're making them feel bad for asking you. Let me talk. This is how I know I got him. He don't want me to talk. He don't want me to talk. Every time he passes the McDonald's, right? The kid gonna ask, and he gonna make the kid feel bad by saying, "Didn't I get you down the other day?" So his way of thinking is so. When from the beginning you could just tell the kid, I cannot finish. Please, T. Please. From the beginning you could just tell the kid, hey man, not hey man, obviously you talk to the kid like a kid, right? But you just bring them in a little bit. Hey, we can't right now. So now the kid knows every time we pass, don't ask because we just don't have it, right? And obviously as a kid, they might not understand the idea of not having for real, so they might ask, so you might have to explain it a couple of times. But after a while, they're going to understand. And then they're going to know whenever you do get them, okay, we back on it. Or, mom really did the best she could to get this for me. What I'm saying is, T thought boy, I just whooped, boy, ooh, ha, ha, ooh, ha, ooh, ha, ha. Man, you can't out-debate me, boy. And you know the crazy thing about it? He got a kid.
Hey, so what I do, since we were talking about Johnny, now we talking about me personally, I just take the other way around to where she don't see the McDonald's. So you ain't gonna ask about it.
Manipulate.
And besides, I know,
see, now you got to do all of that.
Cook at home is also manipulation. So just because you tell the child,
I didn't record.
This man,
This is insane! T! Bro!
Man, you a funny nigga, dog.
Bro! Bro!
Alright, let's go.
Now we got it. Let's keep going.
You ain't gotta record it, nigga.
It's recorded right there. Look, that microphone right there.
You know how many times I didn't talk low?
We not gonna recapture that moment, bro.
Man,
that is, dang, bro. Good job. This is not. See.
I'm honestly, bro. Like you ruined it, bro.
I ain't ruined nothing, man.
You ruined it, bro.
Hey, let's close it out. Come on, let's close it out.
Nah. You know what I'm doing.
And this has been. And this has been another episode. Thank God for the microphone on the camera. That's for real. Because if that wasn't plugged in, I promise you they weren't going to be able to hear us. It's been another episode of the Purely Talk Podcast. I am your host, Mr. DHE, and this is my guy,
_T Hills, man. Follow me for more vintage shirt advice. Hey, shout out to my boy Jay Quick. I'll be home soon. Go ahead, stream the album, Apple Music, All Music, any music platform that you have. Get this nigga albums too. Even though he don't like to perform and make real videos, he just like to drive around and play his own music.
Don't be a hater.
Which is really narcissistic.
All you do is hate.
But hey.
Man, y'all be blessed, man. That's crazy.